Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
11.
Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here we go.
2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On one. Ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12. 11 Thomas.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action. It's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second down and goal. Tua, that's caught. Waddle on the left side. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11, MT, tape. 11. Hey, we gotta go score.
They go play action with Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. And cycle. Ready.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson from 3 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11, 11, 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
11, Thomas.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
12. 11 empty. Here we go. Give him a stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
11 empty. Take. 11.
Burrow will throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready. On the ball.
Once again, it's Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
12. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On 2, ready? 11, Thomas.
Burrow on play action. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
Touchdown!
T. Higgins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On one, ready?
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1, ready? MC. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Gets through, and now an opening. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Here we go.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 11. 11 11 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 behind.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Take.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
11-90.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jalen Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 78 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Right.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Being chased out left. Connecting with Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
To throw, Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the ball. On the ball. Hey.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
12. 11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas.
Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
11 empty. Stop.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got